Hey, I'm Farmer Chris here from Johnson's Corner Farm in Medford, New Jersey, and I am in our strawberry fields on this beautiful Mother's Day, and I wanted to just share a few interesting ideas about how strawberries grow, why they're called strawberries, where the fruit is, because believe it or not, you're not eating just one piece of fruit when you eat a strawberry. So stick around, learn a little bit about strawberries. So let's take a look at this field over here. We just planted these about 2 months ago, so we'll get a good feel for what young strawberry plants look like. So here they are. We plant them about 1 foot apart, and you can see, right, they're in rows here. See how long that row is? We got this field planted all the way across, right? So the question is, how do we go from this to something that looks like this? So you guys know strawberry fields forever? Well, strawberry fields would go on forever if we didn't cultivate the rows. So these kind of runner vines here are actually branches, and they're called stolons. And this is the way that strawberry plants spread. So you can see this is coming out of a parent plant here, and it'll keep running, and then eventually you'll get something that looks like this kind of leafy structure. There will be roots that get dropped from here, and what will form here eventually is a daughter plant, right? So you'll get a completely separate strawberry plant here that came off of the parent plant over there, right? So this is how strawberries grow, and the way we kind of keep control of things is that we cultivate the rows. So we pull a cultivator, kind of like these little teeth on the back of a tractor, and we run that between the rows, and that pulls up the stolons so that we have dirt and we have a pathway that we can walk, right? We don't want a giant field of strawberries where you can't walk. Otherwise, we'd have a lot of squished strawberries. So another cool thing about strawberries is that the big red thing that you can see here isn't actually the fruit. That big red part is actually called the receptacle, and it's part of the stem structure of the strawberry. The fruits are actually those little tiny, yellowish seeds that we call seeds that are on the outside of the receptacle. So those things aren't actually seeds at all. Those are fruits. So when you guys are eating strawberries, you're actually eating hundreds of little tiny fruits and not just one. Why are strawberries called strawberries? Well, there's a little bit of debate about why. Some think it's from the etymology, kind of the word history of how that strawberry word developed. They actually used to be called red berries, or they were known as red berries, but today we call them strawberries. The reason probably they're called strawberries is because a lot of farmers will put straw down kind of between the rows and beside the rows. What the straw does is that it keeps the berries, as they grow, they kind of sit on top of the straw, and it keeps the berries up off the ground, and it keeps them dry so that they don't rot, right? So strawberries comes from straw, right? The yellow straw that we throw across the ground so that our berries stay beautiful and dry. That's a little bit about strawberries. I hope you learned some stuff. I am always learning here on the farm. So if there's something you want to learn about, I want to learn about it too. The plants blow my mind. Strawberries are no exception. I just love them. I think they are one of the neater things that we grow. So come on out, enjoy the strawberries, come pick the strawberries. Make sure you let me know what you want to learn about. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share it out. That is the dirt for today on strawberries.